Hey everyone, welcome to Trail Sage, and this week we're talking about the Shimano AM9s. Now I have about 200 miles logged in these shoes so far, and I gotta tell you, I absolutely love them. In fact, if you like the older version of the AM9s, I'm happy to report they really haven't changed that much. Like many of you watching, when I first made the switch to clipless pedals, I started out with a roadie style mountain biking shoe a lot like this, and that was great for cross-country racing and less aggressive trail riding, but as my style evolved and I got into longer rides with a lot more tech, I began searching for a more comfortable, stylish option. And that led me to these 510 Crestals, which I rocked out for many years, but I was always unhappy with the exposed laces and the added weight. Now the Shimano AM9 solved both of those gripes for me. But before I get into all the things that I like about this shoe, let's go over the specs. The AM9 comes in at 912 grams with cleats installed. The synthetic leather and mesh used throughout the shoe absorbs less water and dries quickly. It also has perforations along the top and sides to allow for plenty of airflow. The tongue and collar are very plush and eliminates any hot spots at the top of your foot. And speaking of collars, Shimano uses an asymmetrically raised padded ankle for added protection. They've also included a molded toe cap to protect the front of your foot. As for lockdown, the speed lacing system is used in place of laces and is covered by an armored lace shield. The very top of the shoe is secured with Velcro. Moving on to the sole of the shoe, the rubber compound they use offers plenty of grip, retains its rigidity, and is extremely durable. The newest Shimano AM9 is actually called the 902, and it comes in two different colors. The design of the toe box, as well as the lace protector, have been updated from the previous model, and even comes with a pull tab to help you slide your foot in and out. Okay, so now that you know all the specs, let's get into all the things that I love about this shoe. I put in some long hard hours on my mountain bike, and having a shoe this light and durable has been amazing. My old pair lasted almost 2 years, and I was glad that Shimano didn't deviate too much from the original. Basically, if you like the original 901s, you're gonna love the 902s. For me, the AM9s are easily a 3-season shoe, taking me from spring into the summer and deep into the fall. The versatility and comfort has been second to none. Whether I'm maneuvering through some slow speed tech or hitting flow lines at speed, or running laps all day at the downhill park, this shoe does it all. The stiff sole gives me plenty of power and efficiency when I need it, while providing me comfort and grip when I'm off the bike checking out features and lines. And speaking of comfort, the extra padding also allows me to pedal all day without feeling any of those annoying hot spots. Your foot fits snugly into place without having to constantly adjust them. But even with all that extra padding and protection, it's amazing how well this shoe just sheds the water while still being extremely breathable. In fact, when I do the hairdryer test comparing the old Crestals to the Shimanos, you can clearly see the tissue showing more airflow coming out of the Shimano AM9s. And it's not just the toe box. The AM9 has plenty of venting on both sides as well. My feet never get bogged down with sweat, and if I'm riding through a creek, they drain well and dry fast. Okay, so what are the downsides? Well, I only have a few, and the first is the lacing system. Over time, these laces can develop tiny bumps, which makes sliding the fastener difficult, and eventually the outer casing can wear down, exposing the inner lacing. This is really noticeable in my old pair, where you can clearly see the outer casing broke down, exposing the inner fibers. But it's also worth noting these shoes have gone multiple seasons before this started happening. And you could probably pick up a replacement lace kit for about $10, so it's not that big of a deal, but I wanted you to be aware of it. The other downside is minor, but the current version is 912 grams, which is about 60 grams heavier than the previous model. And while that's not a lot, keeping rotational weight down is key for me, and I would hate for the next version of the AM9 to continue in that same direction. And finally, the pricing. At $160, these are quite expensive, and while I believe you do get what you pay for, I also understand this is a heavy bullet to bite for many folks. With bike gear and apparel still recovering from the COVID crisis, it's going to be really hard to find deals on these shoes, and I would also make sure that they're in stock before you place your order. But that's it for all my downsides. The way I see it, there are only 3 contact points on the bike, so grips, saddles, and shoes are 3 areas that I really don't skimp on. And while I find the shoes to be a little bit on the pricey side, I think they're 100% worth every penny. Having a comfortable, durable, lightweight shoe that I can rely on whether I'm on the single speed, fat bike, or full suspension has really been awesome. And the AM9s give me the confidence and protection on the tech, and I never feel any loss of power when I have to get at it. So whether you're a weekend shredder looking to hit the gnar, or an enduro racer looking for a shoe to handle some heavy abuse and power, I highly recommend these shoes. I love the first generation so much, I bought the next one, and so far it's been nothing but amazing. Well, that does it for my review of the Shimano AM9s. I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions or any feedback, leave them in the comments below. And if you like the video and you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, welcome to Trail Sage, and this week we're talking about that. My old pair lasted almost 2 years. Basically, if you like the original... Okay, so what are the... And you could probably pick up a replacement lens lace kit. And you could probably pick up a replacement lens... Thank you, truck! There we go. Oh, and stopped right in front of the house.